Welcome to Beachwalk and Beyond, the podcast. We're taking you on a stroll through the heart of the 210 corridor in St. John's, Florida. Let's get started. Hey, I'm Fred Amato with Stroll Beachwalk, and this is my good friend Diane Ingram from CGC Home Services. How are you this morning, Diane?
I am great. How are you?
I'm well.
Good.
I'm
Happy
excited.
to be here.
Diane, give me a little background of yourself.
Sure. So I was actually a CNA. I was in the medical field for a while, and I was at church one day, and our owners approached me, and he asked me to come work for him and do water treatment. And I was so pleasantly surprised. I just actually said, okay, I'll do it. And I took a leap of faith, and I've been here almost 10 years now.
Now, I know you're a very faithful woman,
Yes,
right?
yes.
You're a woman of God, like
Yes,
myself, a man of
absolutely.
God. I said that's how we met, you know. How many years ago did we meet? 4 or 5?
It's been going almost 4 years now.
Yeah.
We
4
met at
years
the night
ago.
of the players.
That's right. We met at the
never-
Players Club in Ponte Vedra.
Yep.
That was awesome. I'll never forget that day.
Me
right?
either.
Because we were so excited about our stories and everything.
Yes.
And through this walk,
Mhm.
joining Stroll as a business partner,
Mhm.
and as becoming a close friend,
Yes.
right?
Yes, absolutely.
There's been a lot of changes at CGC Water. Huh?
There has. We've had some change in leadership and some great things happening.
Did I hear they opened a new store in Ponte Vedra?
It's Nocatee. Yeah.
Nocatee.
So very excited for that. We're actually selling filters and salt there.
And most of the businesses, home services for plumbing.
We are all full service plumbing. Absolutely. We're actually doing hot water tanks. We can do toilets, all full plumbing services, and any kind of water treatment, well water, city water packages, anything water, we can help you.
Well, I know you changed our family's life with the water filtration system that you put in our house 4 years ago.
As a matter of fact,
And-
yes, you're a customer.
Right. And the osmosis is great. My wife thinks it's the greatest thing ever because she really believes, coming from New York, the water is different in Florida, which is obviously true,
So different.
but it changed the whole taste of pasta.
It
And
does.
for her, that was amazing.
Absolutely.
So I'm been in awe about that. And my son drinks the water like going crazy through the filter. And I don't have to buy as many bottled waters anymore.
Well, absolutely. That's the whole point, right? Eliminate all the plastics. We want to eliminate all that toxic stuff in our bodies and in the the landfills especially. But what is so great about having the RO is, like you said, you can use cooking, anything you're ingesting, wash all your vegetables, all your fruit. So important to have healthy water.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to get a little bit more about you.
Sure.
Right.
Okay.
So I know that you're married.
Yes.
And I know you got some grandbabies in Minnesota.
It'll be seven. We have 7 grandchildren now.
7 grandchildren.
Yes.
Right?
All
Now,
in Michigan. Yep.
all in Michigan.
Yep.
How many times do you travel back and forth?
I fly back home about every 6 to 8 weeks, honestly, to see them all because I miss them terribly.
That's great.
Yes.
Because I've seen all your pictures. I see the Facebook, social media, and things like that.
Yes.
I know you're a big advocate for the county commissioner.
I am. Love him. Love
Yep.
our Martin. He's
Martin,
fantastic.
right?
Yes.
How do we say his last name? Martin Vishimuka?
Mitch.
His name is easier to find on the ballot, right, than to
Yes,
pronounce?
absolutely. Let's not try. I don't want to butcher it for him.
That's great. No, I know you were doing some campaigning with him and
Yes.
canvassing.
We had a great time.
We saw all those things, right?
Yes.
But I
fabulous.
know that you're really out and about, here in St. John's.
Yes.
You're at almost every event. Tell us about different events and different things that you attend,
Sure.
that you go to regularly.
Yeah. Well, so we're very involved in the Chambers of Commerce, St. John's. I love the Chambers of Commerce. Always out doing farmers markets, doing any kind of networking we can. I've been called the queen of networking. I don't know if that's true, but I love networking, getting out and meeting new businesses, and just thriving in that aspect.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I know you're such a people person. That's why it's so exciting. That's why I was so excited when you agreed to be on, the Beachwalk and Beyond
Yes.
podcast.
Yes. Very exciting.
That's great. What's in store for the summer?
So the summer is going to slow down a little bit just because the weather's real hot. But other than that, we will be, ramping back up and doing more farmers markets, doing more networking events. And we did just celebrate our 80th year in services to the public. So that was fantastic. We had a very successful day last weekend at our location in St. John's, or off St. John's Bluff. So that was fantastic. Had a bunch of filter sales, salt sales, got a bunch of new customers coming in the door. So that was wonderful.
So that's good.
Yes.
It worked out well.
It was very nice. Yes.
Awesome.
Very big celebration for us.
Yeah. I know now the owner of CGC, Kelly,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And her husband, I don't know the husband. Dan. So
Yep.
Kelly and Dan, they're from Michigan
Correct.
and they moved here.
They were originally from Florida. they have a place in Michigan, and so we have actually a place in Michigan as well. And so they go back and forth. But since then, they have actually moved here, residents, and their children are both in the Jacksonville Country Club. So they're all located in the same area, which is wonderful for them. They're all close and close to the business to help run the business. So that's been wonderful for them.
Any big travel plans for the summer?
Actually, yes. I'm looking very forward to, in 20 days, who's counting? I am going back up to our cabin in Michigan, and we are going to be spending time with our grandchildren. It's our summer vacation. We do it every year, 4th of July. We go up for 2 weeks. It's called the Greatest Fourth in the North, and we have fireworks and all that stuff. So it's going to be amazing. Very excited for that.
Speaking of fireworks, we have a really big fireworks show coming July 4th to Beachwalk.
Okay.
This year. It's actually Beachwalk Club and the builder of Margaritaville doing it together, and it's going to be actually shot over the lagoon this year.
That's going to be beautiful.
Supposedly it's going to be one of the biggest fireworks shows ever in St. Johns County.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, so that should be pretty cool.
Very nice.
So if any of the listeners are going to be around, that's going to be the day to be around, 4th of July, right? That'll be a big event.
Absolutely.
And you did something different this year, right?
Okay.
You downsized, right?
We did.
Right?
Yes, my husband and I, we did. We downsized.
Yeah, and you were all excited about it, right?
Yes.
And I'm interested in that because, my wife and I have always talked about it as, we get older and the kids are out, right? Empty nesters and stuff like that.
So we're in a big house on the golf course up in Laurel Island, and we downsized. We are actually now in a tiny apartment, like suite or apartment flat. And our next step will be semi-retirement, back up to the cabin in Michigan eventually, when the good Lord tells us when it's time. But we're getting closer and closer to be able to spend more time with family up there. So it's very exciting.
How was that transition?
It was a little hard. I'm not going to lie. We're both pretty youthful, but we felt it. And it was exciting, but it was work. But it really does prioritize what you do and don't need in life, right? And what's most important is obviously being around our family. So getting rid of a lot of things, I guess material things was a little hard at first, but then it was very freeing, I guess I would want to say. That was probably, I think the biggest key word from that experience was freeing, to get rid of things that we don't need too much of. And just to look forward to being able to be closer to our family is going to be amazing.
When I moved from New York in 2018, that was the biggest challenge for me.
Sure.
I started 3-4 months, before we were leaving.
Right.
And I was just cleaning, right?
Yes.
Like getting through and getting rid of things I didn't think I needed.
Yes.
I could not believe how much I got rid of.
It's amazing what you think you need.
Right. And but when I showed up, I still had a lot. Like, I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do with all this stuff?
Yes.
So I remember talking to you about that. And that's why I wanted to bring it up, because I think a lot of people go through that challenge.
Sure.
Because St. John's in Florida, especially the 210 corridor, these are all new builds and new homes, people moving in for the last 7 to 8 years.
Sure.
And continuing. I think a lot of people experience that, right?
Yes. And it is a great, it's a different phase in our life, right? We're over both 63 and 56, but for the younger people starting in, this is the greatest place to live around here. It's beautiful for small business and families, but for us right now, that's just the second phase of our life, and so it's been fantastic.
Right.
Very cool. Very good stuff for us. Yes.
Anything special you do on the weekends?
This weekend, actually, my husband plays bass for our church, and I've been started singing. So that's been something really cool. So we look forward to the weekend serving at the church. That's a big deal to both of us to serve together. It's a very neat thing to do together as husband and wife.
I don't know if you recall this, but 4 years ago when we met, you were talking about one day you were going to sing in a church.
Yes.
But it gave you a little bit of anxiety.
A little bit.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
And now it's only this year it happened, right?
Yes, this past year.
Yeah,
this past been a whole year. Yep.
Right? Mm-hmm. I've seen some of those clips.
Yes, it's been a year.
I don't know why you'd be nervous. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. Like I said, the Lord has opened up a lot of doors that I closed myself. So I'm learning, still learning.
That's great.
Work in progress, yes.
And Dan, he plays the bass?
He plays bass and he does fantastic. He loves it.
Did he push you to be the singer?
He did. He actually secretly sent the email to the director at church. So secretly, he said, I might have sent an email to the music director. I said, did you really? And sure enough, they asked me to try out, and I did. So
I think if I push my wife to do something like that, I think she'd just like maybe get on a plane and go back to New York.
Oh, that is too good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both, Diane and your wife's Diane. That's great.
Right. Yeah. Well, my wife has two ends, you know, she's
Yes.
special. You only have one end.
That's true. This is very true.
I think her parents just misspell it. But I'm not really sure.
Oh,
You know.
goodness.
What else you want to share with us?
Just that we want to be your water provider. We want people in the greater Duval and Jacksonville area to have the best water they can have, the healthiest water they can have. Protect your homes. Be sure you're, changing your filters in your water filtration system. If you don't have filters, we'd be more than happy to help people out. That's what we do. We love getting, our passion is to serve people, get them the healthiest water possible. And that's what we do.
Tell us about your great referral program.
Yeah. So if you refer someone to me as a customer, as you're a consumer, they would receive $75 and the other person would receive $75 as well. And if they do decide to move forward and purchase our system, then they receive $225.
What is the best way for anybody to get in touch with CGC Home Services?
You can call me directly. My phone number is 904-776-7256, and I will take care of you to the best of my ability.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
I know you've been a big sponsor with Stroll. I own the
Yes.
Stroll magazines for Beachwalk and Beacon Lake, but we're in
Yes.
all the communities around,
Yes.
from Rivertown, Sawgrass, to Palencia, to World Golf Village,
Beacon
Jacksonville
Lake.
Golf and Country Club,
Yes.
Queens Harbor. And and I know when Kelly moved in, that was a branch for her,
Mhm.
And
Very exciting.
I'm very appreciative of that and our friendship.
Absolutely.
And I appreciate you coming out here today,
Yes. You are
right?
my brother
Being on our
from another mother.
podcast. I think it's great. I think
Yes.
it's the first of many in the future,
Yes.
as we get started with this.
Sure.
And thank you again.
Heck yeah. I'm very excited. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us on Beachwalk and Beyond. If you're a local business and you have a story to tell or something to share, please contact me at fred.amato@strollmag.com. We would love to have you on the show. If you're a resident and you have an interesting story or an article that you'd like to place in the magazine or share with our audience, reach out to me as well. We'd love to have anyone that has a story, a business, an event that wants to share with our community here on the 210 corridor. We're looking forward to meeting you.